Python video tutorial for beginners, and in this video I am going to talk about try except. In the try except is one of the error handling in Python, and this, if you are already familiar with Java or C++, you are already familiar with the try exception mechanism using the error handling. So in try except mechanism error handling, a try block lets you test the block of code for errors, except block lets you handle the error, else block lets you execute code when there is an error, there is no error, and finally block lets you execute regardless of the result of the try and except blocks. So let us try with some examples. So it has a 6 lines of code. One is the first line is comment, second line is blank, third line is try colon, and the fourth line is print of x, and the fifth line is except colon, and the sixth line is print an exception occurred with the proper indentation. So now what is the error here? X is not defined, right? So that means it has covered in the try block, that's why that error has been caught, and it has actually caught in the except block, and then it has printed an exception has occurred. Okay, so that is how the explanation of this code. So let us actually check the next example. Let us simply check print x. So immediately what happened, x is not defined, right? So you need to avoid this, either you need to define a value or catch it properly and then handle it properly. Okay, so now it is printed, there is no error. Okay, so error x variable was not defined. So if you want to catch many exceptions, okay, for example print x, num error or any other error, this is one exception. Another error, you can raise exception and the exception can be caught. Okay, so like that multiple except can be added and handle the error properly, and we display that error properly. So we have seen what is else, right? If it is successful, then it will not execute this except part, but it will execute the else part. Okay, nothing went wrong. So after this is done, nothing went wrong, so else part got executed. Hope you are following me. Okay, now let us add finally. That means irrespective of whatever the exception is caught or it is successful, a finally will be a block inside the finally will be called and will be executed. So irrespective of either exception raised or not, if it is successful, also it will finally will be called. If it is error, also finally will be called. So this finally will be used to do some cleanup activities. So you can add cleanup statements in the finally. So now let us do another one. Okay, so now we are trying to open a file, right? So that is fine, there is no problem, but you are trying to open in some junk file name. So it has, you have not opened that file, but you are trying to write something, so it will throw an error. Okay, right? So it will throw an error and it will raise something went wrong into the file, right? And then finally it will definitely close that file. Otherwise this block will actually handle this. If it is not able to open, then this block will be executed here. Okay, and then corresponding exception will be caught. That is the last one. Okay, hope you are following. If you have any doubt, comment on your comment sections. So you can also have a manual exceptions. See here, x less than 0, that is that is true, and then we are raising, then the exception, sorry, no numbers below 0. Okay, so basically you should not track it like this, but you need to catch this exception and then display it. Okay, so we'll discuss that in the next tutorial. So when you are raising it, you see what you are doing, only integers are allowed. Okay, so now you want to catch this, right? So let us do that one, and let us keep this indentation. Okay, and then accept, which error you want to raise, type error as some a. Okay, and now what you are going to do, print of a. So you are catching this particular error and adding that as a variable, and then you are printing here. Run this one. Only integers are allowed. You see, the type error was, exception was raised, and we actually caught it here with the type error, and we aliased it, and then we are printing that. So you can add whatever error handling mechanism by making that user defined error handling, and then catch it and then handle that properly. Okay, so that is all about try except. Thank you for watching my video. If you like it, like, share and subscribe. If you have any comments, drop your comments in the comment section. Thank you.